Hello guys, this is Becca and I am here for our Rocking with Becca video, and Miss Macy wants me to throw her toy. I'm going to throw it a time or two for her, and then I'm going to make her go get on the bed. I hadn't had much time to do anything with her this morning. I've been trying to, hubby and I had while we was drinking our coffee this morning, we had a conversation, intense conversation about things that are going on, and so that took a little extra time, and then we started getting ourselves around for the day and ate breakfast and all the things, and then I started getting ready for the video. Takes me a little while to get everything set up. I get my chair positioned like I want it, get my tripod set up where I need it. I make sure I have everything that I'm going to share with you on the video, and make sure I have my shout outs and everything up to date that I'm going to share with you. Just it takes a little while to get ready for the video. So I just been getting around for the day. So if you are new to my channel, I am Becca, and every Saturday I do a video that I call Rocking with Becca. Macy, go get on the bed. Mama's doing a video, okay? Go get on the bed. Go lay down until Mama gets through. And in this video, I do it on... Did I finish saying what I was saying? Every Saturday I do a video called Rocking with Becca. And it is where I share the baby of the day, like I do in every video. I have a shout out. I like to give a shout out to a channel that's under 1,000 subscribers. I like to try to help smaller channels, get more subscribers. So I do that, and then I've also been doing on Saturdays. I've been doing Leisha's tag or theme called hashtag Small Dolls and Stuffy Saturday, and that's where you share any kind of doll that's 18 inches or under, and you can share your plushies. Plushies can be any size. There's no certain size for the plushies. They can be from huge to teeny tiny. Just whatever plushie you have you want to share. So I've been doing that on Rocking with Becca also every week. And then I usually have a topic. In other words, I just talk. I may have something that in particular I'm talking about, or I may just visit with you, or, I may be answering some questions that someone's asked, or, something like that. So, I am here rocking my sweet little baby for the day. And I'm also doing featured doll in every video until I get through all of my dolls. I've already went through all of my, what we call manufactured dolls that was painted and rooted and all through a company, through a manufacturer. And then I've already been through all of them, which includes like Paradise Galleries, Ashton Drake, Lee Middleton, Pat Seekers, any of those type dolls. I've already showed all them. Now I'm going through my what we call authentic reborns. That's where a doll kit was hand painted, um, possibly rooted, the hair root, hand rooted, you know, um, is called a authentic reborn. So we're going. We started through the doing the authentic reborn. Please excuse my yawning if you're new to my channel. I have a problem with yawning, and one of my doctors told me that one of my medications does that. I really think that may have something to do with it, but I also feel like anxiety and uh, fibro. I have fibromyalgia along with a lot of other health issues. I feel like all that has a play in the way I yawn all the time. Because some days I'm not sleepy, but I feel exhausted. As far as being sleepy and being able to go to sleep, I probably couldn't, but I'm just exhausted. I have no energy. I'm just tired, and I think that has a lot to do with my yawning, and it's uncontrollable. I can't stop it. It's aggravating sometimes, because sometimes it's so bad that I can't say 2 or 3 words without yawning, and as aggravating as it probably is to the viewer, it's that much more aggravating to me because I can't get through what I'm saying without yawning. Talking about it, I'm gonna yawn. But I want to share with you my baby of the day. This is my sweet little Natalie Page. That's what I named her. She is totally adorable. I dressed her in this little yellow outfit, put her a little white headband on. She has 3/4 arms, so I keep a white onesie on her to protect her arms and to cover the cloth. It has a little diaper cover that has little yellow bows on each side, and she's just adorable. She is one of my first and one of my oldest reborns in my collection. She probably is not the very first, but she is one of my first. I purchased her or adopted her, however you want to say it, the year I started collecting. She was brand new from her reborn artist when I adopted her. She is baldy, but she has a lot of mottling and veining on her head, so it doesn't look bad. She has beautiful blue eyes. Her little tongue sticks out a little bit. I don't know if you noticed that on camera, or if it's even picking it up good enough for you to see it. I don't think it is, but her little tongue is like kind of not all the way out of her mouth, but like she's in the process of maybe licking. She has a few little saliva bubbles in her mouth. The artist done an excellent job painting her. She's getting a little shiny. I need to put a matte finish on her because she's getting a little shiny. After years of holding her and changing her. That's understandable. But I'm going to tell you what kit she is and all of her information. Like I said, I named her Natalie Page. Her kit name is Gabrielle. Actually, Gabriel. her kit name is Gabriel. And her sculpt artist is Michelle Fagan. She is 5 pounds and 8 ounces, and she's 18 inches long. Her reborn artist was Amy Michelle. Amy has actually passed on at this time, and but Amy Michelle was her reborn artist, and I adopted her October 20th of 2018. October 20th, 2018 is when I adopted her. And I love her just as much today, or more, than I did the day I got her. She will be in my collection forever. She's one of my forever babies. And I just love her. So that is our baby of the day, my sweet little Natalie Page. Her's just adorable. Her is beautiful, beautiful little girl. Oh, I want to say, Rockin' with Becca videos are usually a little lengthy. So if you would like to pause the video and run go grab you something to drink or a little snack, let this be your break time where you just sit back and relax and visit with us today. I do have coffee, and I'll be sipping on it along the way. So that is our baby of the day. Now, for our shout out today, I am going to shout out a fairly new, a new channel. It is a new channel. This channel joined YouTube on June 28th of 25. I think that's right. I think I got the month right. I hope it may be January. No, I think it was June. I think it was June. It's when this channel was created. Let me know, Heavenly, if I've got that wrong. Now, I'm thinking her name is Heavenly because, or Heaven. Maybe it's Heaven. Or Haven. I didn't write her name down, but it is something to do with heaven. I do remember that. She's a young lady, and her channel name is Heavenly Reborn Nursery. And like I said, she's new. She don't have a whole lot of videos up. She's just starting out. And she only has, as of this morning when I checked, she only has 40 subscribers. When you put in her like when you put in at Heavenly Reborn Nursery to look her up, it comes up as Kitty Baby Dolls. That's her link name, at Kitty Baby Dolls. And like I said, she is a fairly new, or she is a new channel. She has, at this point, all the videos that I've watched, and I think I've watched every one of them so far. I might have missed a few at the very beginning when she first started putting up videos. But I've been watching her every day. And she's actually doing featured doll with her dolls. And All the babies I've seen so far are like Ashton Drake, Paradise Galleries, and maybe some Amazon dolls. I don't know if she has any authentic reborns, um, as far as hand painted by artists and individually painted. I don't know if she has any of them. I haven't seen any yet, but she has some beautiful babies, and like I said, she's doing featured dolls, so she's telling you all the information, about her babies and when she got them and all this, and so yeah, if you would like, go over and check her out. I will have her link in the title of this video, so you can just click on it and go over and check out her channel. And if she's someone you would like to subscribe to and watch her videos, let her know I sent you. I really enjoy her channel. So I think, no, we still have small dolls and stuffies to do. Small dolls and stuffies Saturday. Like I said, I've been trying to do that every Saturday. And it's where you show your smaller dolls, or your dolls like American Girl and Cabbage Patch and things like that. Smaller type dolls that's not reborns or not baby type dolls. You can show them. You can show little bitty small reborns, anything under 18 inches. And also you can show your plushies. And they can be any size. So the hostess of that theme is Alicia over at Binkies and Blankies Nursery. I will have her link in the description of this video, so you can just go click on her link and go see what she's doing. And I love her channel. I watch her every day. I really enjoy her channel. So if you don't know Alicia over at Binkies and Blankies Nursery, run on over there and check her out. She might be someone you would enjoy subscribing to. So, who do I have for small dolls and stuffies? I think I've showed you Marty, but I don't know for sure. I can't say absolutely positively. But this is Marty the monkey. Isn't he adorable? I think I might have shown him on, or no, I don't think I've had him on Cheeky Monkey Monday. But I love him. He's so sweet. He is a Build-A-Bear monkey, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, he is a Build-A-Bear monkey, and I think he's just adorable. And so I wanted to share him for Small Doll and Plushie Saturday. He's so sweet. Love him. So we're going to lay him back over there. So, now that pretty much covers everything except for the topic that I'm going to be talking about today. And you may have noticed that I'm not really my real bubbly, cheerful self. I'm working on it, guys. I am working on it. I choose joy. And just because you choose joy don't mean you're always bubbly and happy. It is a choice, and sometimes you have to work to fulfill that choice. And I choose joy. And I eventually will get over this. But there's been a lot going on in my life the past month, and especially the past 2 weeks. A lot of major changes has taken place. and they're not over yet. I wanted to talk about my health and life update. That's my theme that I've got from our topic is health and life update. So we're going to talk a little bit about both of those issues. If you're new to my channel, I have a lot of health issues, and I have anxiety, and at different times it's according to what's taking place. I can't really say I'm depressed. It's just that I'm overwhelmed with what's going on, and so there it puts me in more of a solemn mood. I really don't feel depressed, like, you know, crying and feeling like there's no hope and, you know, things like that. I don't really feel that. I guess it's just more of being overwhelmed with what's taking place, and so it puts me more in a solemn mood. But let's talk about my health issues first. If you're new, I have fibromyalgia, and when you have fibromyalgia, it affects a lot of different areas of your life. Um, you know, it causes a lot of anxiety, it causes sometimes depression, it causes fibro fog, you're in pain, and sometimes the pain is so intense that you feel like you just can't hardly go anymore, can't hardly take it anymore. You know, fibro affects a lot of different areas of your life. And I also have arthritis, and I have, you know, the regular health issues that a lot of people have, like high blood pressure, high sugar, you know, just high cholesterol, just thing after thing, you know, that you get when you get older. And we have been trying to work on my diabetes because it's kind of been a little bit out of control. But I went yesterday to the doctor, and, you know, for my follow-up, for my 6-month checkup, and, you know, they did blood work and everything, and all of my tests come out looking really good, except for my sugar, my glucose readings. But even though they're not good, they are better than they were. Your glucose is supposed to be between 4.5 and 6.5 when your A1C blood tests, when they do your AC1, is it AC1? I think it's AC1. When they do that blood test, it's your average is supposed to be between 4.5 and 6.5. Mine has been being up like at 10 and 11%, which was way too high. But when I went yesterday and had my blood work done, it has dropped to 9. It's dropped down to 9. So it is improving. I actually received a message this morning from my doctor, and she told me that everything was looking good. All my test results was perfect, all but my glucose, and it has come down, you know, to 9 from 11.5, I think, to 9. And that she feels like with adjusting the insulin a little bit more, working on that a little bit more, that we'll get it on down to where it needs to be. So I am so thankful for that there has been an improvement in my glucose reading. AC1 or whatever you call it. I get it mixed up. I can't remember if it's A1C or AC1. But anyway, So that is improving, and she feels like that we're gonna, it's gonna continue to improve with adjustments and everything. And so I am so thankful for that. One sad thing, I haven't been diagnosed by a doctor, I've been diagnosed by myself, is I feel like I have become lactose intolerant. Um, I love eating bran cereal with frozen blueberries in it. I just love it. It's cool, it's refreshing. I even eat it, or I have it, I can't anymore, but I have ate it, like for suppers whenever it was so hot and I just didn't feel like I wanted a hot meal or a lot. I would get me a bowl of bran cereal with frozen blueberries, and those frozen blueberries makes the milk so cold. And it is so good having just that little hint of sweetness with the bran. I don't eat raisin bran. I eat just plain bran cereal. No sugar or anything like that in it. But I've been having problems. I don't mean to give too much information, but I've been having a lot of problems with gas. I'm talking about explosive gas. Like I said, I don't mean to be too open, but I've been having a lot of problems, and with going to the bathroom and being excessive. And so I got to thinking about it, and I said, I wonder if you can become lactose intolerant later in life. I know sometimes babies are lactose intolerant and they have to drink special milk, as infants, maybe a soybean milk. I know my youngest son had to have a soybean milk because he kept stomach cramps and everything. He stayed in a bad shape with his stomach, and we finally decided that he couldn't handle the milk, and so the doctor put him on a soybean milk, and it helped him a lot. But I got to wondering, I said, I wonder if you can become lactose intolerant later in life, when you used to never be. You could eat any milk, have any milk product, and it never bother you. So I Googled it, and it said, yes, you can become lactose intolerant later in life. And it gave some of the symptoms that I was having. And I said, well, I must have became lactose intolerant. So I went without eating my cereal and milk for a couple of days, and things kind of straightened out. It didn't get perfect, so I didn't give it enough time. But it got a lot better. And last night I decided I was wanting some cereal so bad, just that good. It was so hot, and to eat that cereal with that cold milk is just so refreshing. And it's filling and refreshing, and so I decided last night I would eat me a bowl of cereal. That was a no-no. Within a couple of hours after I ate, the stomach cramps were on. Oh, it was bad. It was bad. So I didn't think to tell my doctor about it when I went to the doctor yesterday. You know, and it was after I went to the doctor that I ate that bowl of cereal. Naturally, I ate it for supper last night, and but yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm lactose intolerant now, and so I've got to find some other way of getting some. You know, I always eat cereal for breakfast because it's easy. I didn't have to cook anything. It's refreshing. It's filling. Now I've got to find something else I can eat for breakfast and some kind of cold salad type food or something like, I don't know. If y'all know anything I can eat that's cold and refreshing that a diabetic can eat. Sometimes I don't want a big supper, and when it's so hot, I don't want a hot meal. I want something cool and refreshing, and you know, maybe some kind of cold salad or something. I don't know, but I've got to find something that I can eat to take the place of what you know, my cereal that I can't have. Well, it's not really the cereal; it's the milk, but I can't eat that cereal without the milk. So, so I've got that to deal with now. And I guess that's pretty much everything on my health issues. Uh, I cleaned my house Wednesday. I swept and mopped every room of my house, and that's something I haven't done all the same day in a while. And it put me, it's put me down physically. Um, I'm really suffering from it. Um, I really enjoyed my house being clean all at the same time, but I'm down in my hip and my back, and I'm very sore from doing that. So that has kind of got me hampered a little bit. I took my, I guess my last, yesterday at the doctor, my last pneumonia shot. I'm thinking it's my last one. Um, so my arm is a little sore. Not too bad, but it's a little sore today. So, yeah, so that is kind of my health issues. But now my life issues, my life update. Um, I've mentioned, you know, that there's been some major changes in our life, and it has really thrown my anxiety into a tailspin. Just really, it's really been working on me. Uh, but if you've been around for a while, you know that my husband pastored a church. And yes, I did say past tense, pastored. Um, tomorrow will be 2 weeks ago that something took place where my dolls was concerned, and because of that and other things, but I feel like I'm the cause of it. I feel like, you know, I'm having to live with the guilt of what has happened. But tomorrow will be a week ago that my husband told the church he was resigning. I'm not able to be an active pastor's wife, and the ladies of the church are needing an active pastor's wife. And so I have that guilt on me. But the incident with the dolls, I feel like that was kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back, and so I have that guilt on me. So not only am I facing the transition of not being a pastor's wife anymore, not being, pastor, my husband not pastoring the church anymore, I'm kind of living in guilt. And when all that happens, the different scenarios, it has really threw my anxiety into overtime. And I have really just been battling it. Let's just say I'm not at liberty to go into depth or detail, about what happened. I really don't know what I can say that to explain and to get you to understand what's happening without saying more than I should. I've just been going through it, guys. I still choose joy, but sometimes, even though you choose joy, sometimes you battle things and you have to work through them. I can't help that my physical and mental situation has caused me to not be able to be active in the lives of other people. I'm 64 years old. All my life I pressed through my anxieties, and I did, no matter how bad my anxieties would get. I've told y'all about some incidents, about things I've had to do, felt obligated to do, things like that, no matter how much anxiety it caused. And at this point in my life, with my physical situations and everything that I'm going through, I just don't want that battle of trying to press through anxieties. So that's why I made the choice of just staying at home. I'm happy at home. I feel at peace at home. I don't have to deal with, people and their attitudes and different things. And I know it put my husband in a bad place with me not going to church and being present with him and being an active part of his ministry. I know it put him in a bad place, and I hate that. I hate that I've caused that. I'm trying to overcome the feeling of guilt because of that. But at this point, with my health issues and everything, my anxieties and everything, I just don't feel like I can cope with pushing through those anxieties anymore. Yes, I still have anxiety being at home, but I have a lot fewer than I would have if I was having to mix and mingle with others. I don't mean to be ugly. I don't dislike people as far as that, individuals and things like that. I just can't handle it anymore. I can't handle that intense anxiety that I have all my life went through and pressed through and done anyway because of feeling obligated feeling like that's what I was supposed to do, that that was my job, that that was expected of me. Um, I would do things that would just get me. I would have so much anxiety over them that I would get physically sick. Um, but I went on doing and doing. But at this point in my life, with all of my physical conditions and everything, I don't want that extra anxiety. Uh, I can't deal with it. So I'm trying to work through my feelings of guilt, of being the cause that my husband has given up the church. Now, he's still active in the church at this point because at this point, um, they don't have a pastor yet. And he told them he would stand with them until, and he would help them as much, help them to do his best to find him another pastor, and that he wouldn't just leave them high and dry. So at this point, he's still preaching and, you know, doing just like he was. But in the process, he's trying to find someone that would be interested in coming in and pastoring the church. We will have a visiting preacher tomorrow that's going to come and preach and see if, if he would be interested in the church. And so we're trying to work through all of that and get a new pastor in. And then we will have to find us another place to go to church, or my husband. And I'm going to try to go with him occasionally. Maybe if, knowing that he's going to be driving me there, that he would sit with me while I'm there. All my life I've sat by myself in church. Or, just me and my kids. Because my husband was a preacher when I married him. And even though he wasn't a pastor, he took part in the church. And when he wasn't doing something in a service, he was up on the front pew. He always sat up on the front pew, rallying with the pastor. And I've always been, in church, sitting by myself and taking care of the kids by myself, and until they got a little older, and then they would sit up on the, front pew. After they got up old enough to do that, they sit up on the front pew with my husband. But when they were small, infants and all, I sat with, it was just me and them, and I took care of them during church by myself. Then after they was big enough to go sit up on the front pew with my husband, it was just me, So maybe if I feel like he will sit with me during church, he will be there with me. If I get to feeling too overwhelmed after the service, that he won't hang around, that he'll go ahead and leave and take me home. Maybe I can go to church with him more. I don't know. We'll just have to see. We'll just have to see how that works. But there has been a drastic change. It's been a major change. And on top of the major change, like I said, I'm living with guilt and trying to work through that. So yeah, it's been a roller coaster ride, a wild roller coaster ride around here the past 2 weeks. And it's not over yet. It's not over yet, but I'm trying. I'm trying to hold on. I'm trying to keep joy in my life. I'm not giving up my dolls. The statement was made from the same person about another channel, about her watching a channel, and that it started out where This person was getting lunch ready for their child to go to school and getting everything ready, and then goes in the bedroom to get the child up, and it was a doll. And she said, how sick is that? And so maybe I am sick. But if I'm sick, I'm a happy sick. I enjoy my dolls. Yes, occasionally I do role play, like I'm feeding them, putting them down for bed. Uh, it's just something fun to do. It's a community that you can connect with other people that enjoys dolls. It's just simply role play. Just like watching TV is role play. Just like watching TV is role play. That's not real life. It's real life people that has recorded, they've recorded the movie and all, but it's role play. That's not their real life. It's role play. And in some of those TV shows, when there's babies involved, it's reborn dolls that they have on there. It's role play. So are all the movie stars and all these people that makes TV shows, are they sick because they do role play? It's just something fun and enjoyable to do. And you have a community that you can connect with. And, yes, I am dealing with guilt. But I refuse to give up my dolls just because somebody thinks I'm sick. Maybe I am sick, but I'm happy, so I may not sound happy right now. You can be happy without being bubbly and laughing at the time. I'm happy with my dolls. I'm happy with the community that I am connected with because of my dolls. I have some wonderful friends that are very caring and very loving, and has actually restored my faith in people a little bit. Because the craft community that I'm in, you hardly ever hear from them. I've had my craft channel a whole lot longer than I have my doll channel, and don't have near about the views and the comments and the people connecting with me in the craft community as I do in the doll community. And I love my doll family, my doll, the people that I'm connected with because of dolls. I love you all. Love you. You have made a major difference in my life. I think about, what if something happened that we could no longer have YouTube? What would I do without you people? I just don't know. I just don't know. But yeah, I'm going through a lot right now. I'm working through some feelings, and trying to deal with some changes, and trying to get a new norm in my life. And so that is kind of my life update. That's what's happening around here. I hope I haven't said more than what I should have. It's so hard sometimes to talk about something and let people think, that something's going on without speaking out and saying more than you should. I really hope I've kept it, in the right perspective, and just talk general. I hope. I'm trying. But, yeah, there's been a lot going on. But I'm not throwing in the towel. I'm not I'm not giving up. I love this doll community. I love my babies. They bring me so much comfort. And you all are just wonderful people. You are wonderful people. I love you all. And so anyway, that's what's going on. And I didn't mean for this to be a sad, solemn rocking with Becca, but that's where I'm at today. And I'm hoping things will get better. But I did want to let you know, a little bit of what was happening, what was taking place. And I'm hoping after today that I can just kind of go on with my life and find my new norm and get my joy bubbly again, because I choose joy. I refuse to let the devil get me down and keep me down. We may be knocked down sometimes, but we don't have to stay down. And so I am just working on getting things back in order around here. And I hope you've enjoyed rocking with Becca today. Like I said, it probably wasn't an enjoyable video. I don't mean to bring you down and make you feel sad and bad and down. That's not my intentions at all. I just wanted to let you know what was taking place. So hopefully after today, I can kind of put this on the back shelf. Kind of go on and be my joyful, bubbly self. So I'm going to let you all go for now. I don't know how long. Oh, it's been 52 minutes already. So I'm going to get off of here. I am going to go and maybe do a little bit of crafting in the craft room. And so I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Hope you get rested up and ready for the new week come Monday morning. And I hope you all have a wonderful time. I'm going to let you all go for now. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.